Hell House is our next stop.
On Haunted Hill.
Yep. A reference to at least the title of House on Haunted Hill.
Yep. And Legend of Hell House. Probably another couple of others that I'm forgetting.
This is just a transitional level from Camp Diamond to the Hell House,
Diamond.
which is where that's our final destination. And that bridge is very annoying.
Yep. Be prepared to see this quite a lot your first time
Yeah, exactly. I looped through here for a good 10 minutes, because if you fall anywhere in this upcoming section, you go right back to the start.
through. On the plus side, you can kind of sort of grind for experience, but...
You can.
Yeah.
I've already got more health than I need.
Yeah, I was going to say that, the game basically craps health and experience at you anyway, so not really much point.
Yep.
And plus, if you die, does it get reset? I forget.
I can't remember myself. Didn't do enough death experimentation.
I might be thinking of a different game that does that.
I could probably get through here with base health. This game isn't too hard.
Yeah.
There's pools of bubbling something that hurt us. Basically everything hurts us.
The famous hot springs of New Jersey.
Ah, yes. Here is the Hell House. Not terribly hellish, it actually looks pretty nice.
Bit of a fixer-upper, maybe.
Oh, it's got a crowd of monsters in it. There's your
gonna
problem.
need to get a good exterminator for that.
Yep, and we are just the man for the job.
Music always struck me as really familiar, and I've no idea why.
Oh, it's this guy again. And he grabbed me when I tried to hit him.
Pretty sure that would get you a much higher age rating in this day and age.
Well, I'm waking up from another coffin.
Yeah, wasn't this where we came in?
It's the through line for this game. And another chainsaw boss, sort of.
With two biggie men in the background.
Yeah. And 4 chainsaws, so
Pulling
that
out
would be
all the
appropriate.
stops now.
It's still really easy.
And again, nothing happens if you just leave the chainsaws on the floor to their own devices.
Yep.
Really disappointing.
And the fly is back, and he's multiplied.
Degraded boss syndrome.
Yep. Of course, he's one-hit kill now.
Which is weird, because you wouldn't have thought he'd have time to spawn, but...
Yeah. I think they were just proud of that ridiculous character design. So let's see what we were supposed to do here. We're supposed to just scroll that guy off screen, and then we can go in the secret door. To Egypt. Who'd have thought?
Kind of at a loss for words here. Yep, this happens a lot.
Egypt. Yep. So yeah, the bottom floor is gonna open up and kick us out of the pyramid anytime we step on it.
Really doesn't get old. No, wait, yes it does.
Yeah, it's another level that you can spend forever in if you're not careful. For example.
Yep.
And it's got probably the worst music that can come out of an NES.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would get you put on a government watch list if you actually admitted to enjoying it.
Yep. And one of the tracks on there keeps falling out when we're fighting, so kind of makes it worse.
God bless the crappy NES engine. Why
Yep.
people fetishize it quite the way they do, I have no idea. Also, it looks like one of those guys in the background's holding a Wii controller.
Ah. This could be very prophetic of Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti. And the Egyptians.
Well, the Egyptians always were ahead of their time.
Finally rid of that horrible music. And it's back.
Sadly, you can't fart while she's doing this.
Nope. No nested Easter eggs this time.
But it does look like shit's about to get sexy, so...
Yep. If only it wasn't clearly looping over and over again.
Yep. Damn those women and their 2 frames of animation.
Yep.
Things were much different back in the 80s.
And she's gone.
Just like most of the women in Rick's life, really.
Very true. This one wasn't kidnapped by a pumpkin, though, so...
Yeah, things are looking up for him.
And I'm just jumping in the pit there to show that this is another recursive room.
Yeah. This is where things get a little bit Salvador Dali now.
It's actually pretty easy to handle.
Yeah, just more annoying than anything.
Yeah, exactly. They slow you down, and since you go back to this room anytime you fall down, you don't want to be slowed down.
This is the point where you wish shotguns dropped a bit more frequently.
We're supposed to go in the women's bathroom, but we went in the men's bathroom instead, because we can. And it's got a death plunger. I pulled a bunch of monsters out of the toilet. So this is definitely the Hell House.
There is actually a Japanese spirit who is known as the god of the toilet. Looks like, I think it's, starts with a K. Sometimes depicted as a giant foot. I am not making this up, I swear to God.
I believe it. They have all their golden poops keychains, so...
Yep.
Here's more what I was expecting. Floating skulls and Evil Dead references.
It's not quite the same if the taxidermy's not mocking you.
So these bats can actually lift us up and try and drop us in the holes. And if we fall in the holes, it's all the way back to the clock room.
Oh god, it's Mega Man 9 all over again.
Yep. And the scream is back. Took a lot of hits there.
Actually, most of these rooms you can just book it to the exit and nothing bad really happens.
Yeah, I shouldn't have fought those guys. But it's okay, we have a soda machine here. Soda heals a lot of health. But you know what a full heal means. Boss time.
Yay! It's the Pump King!
Yes! We're finally getting our revenge.
With the same boss music as ever.
Yep.
With Mega Man 2 all over again.
Now, he flashes when he's doing this attack, but he's actually bouncing all over the screen. You can see it there. He's either invisible or always visible in this version of the video, unfortunately.
And plus the floor is liable to give you a seizure anyway, so...
Yep. It's an easy attack to avoid, but it takes forever. And this boss takes way, way, way too many hits. Very simple pattern, just repeats over and over and over again.
Yep. Once you've seen the first couple of hits, pretty much you've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Impatience is your worst enemy here.
Yep. You can't really sneak in any additional hits, even if you try, so...
Yeah, not at all. He goes invincible anytime you hit him.
Well, that cut-rate tubular bells is mocking you in the background.
Yeah. Anytime I make one mistake, I usually make a whole series of them. So this boss fight can go sour pretty quickly.
But his
Because
patterns...
it takes so damn long.
Yeah, his patterns are usually quite random as well, depending on... Well, actually, no, it doesn't really depend on where you hit him. He just bounces left or right, or up or down, completely at random.
Yep. Oh, finally killed him. He explodes like the Tragedy Mask did in the first game. And we're off to rescue Jenny.
He's like a reject from Hello Kitty there. Then again, so does Rick.
Oh, it was a movie all along.
Oh, gosh.
What a twist.
Did not see that coming.
Now this is where the translation sort of broke down, so I translated it myself. Actually, I looked up the most readily accepted translation. Not that there's any shocking revelations in his dialogue. He pats Rick on the head for a job well done. Goes off to direct something else.
It was Charlie Brown all along.
Oh god, no. Mask waited until he was a star before he wrecked the set. Oh, and here's what our first crystal ball tells us about the future. We're gonna live happily ever after with Jenny. The second crystal ball tells us we're going to a haunted house.
That
won't be
seems
tragic.
Oddly familiar.
Yeah, it sort of does. Oh, Wanpaku Graffiti. So this is about as ridiculous as a game can be.
Yep.
Certainly a game called Splatterhouse.
Yeah, it's really not what anyone was expecting, I'm sure.
Yeah, it certainly blew my mind.
Yep. I mentioned this to you before, but there was actually sort of a semi-sequel slash spin-off type thing, which was released for the PS2. The Simple 2000 series is a series of cut-rate PS2 titles. It's where the Onechanbara series comes from. And one of them was actually a big homage to Wanpaku Graffiti called the Splatter Action. Features a kid in a pumpkin mask going around basically playing Wanpaku Graffiti. Worth checking out, if only for the weirdness factor.
Yeah, I'd say this game is definitely worth checking out. It's quite a fun game.
Mm.
And the silliness earns it quite a lot of points.
Yep.
So I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll pick up the next game next time.
Yep.